What's up, everybody? Let me just start off by saying I know this video is a tad late. I apologize, but that's not going to stop me from giving you some gaming news. So let's just jump right into this thing with some Guild Wars 2 news, which is a game everybody knows that I love very, very much. Anyway, as you all know, like I said, I'm a big fan of Guild Wars 2. I've said it before that I'd be reporting on the upcoming changes to the game. Well, finally, January's over now, but like I said, the video is late. But anyway, January, Guild Wars 2 got a huge change in the way things look and function now, including small things, but very much appreciated things, such as the HUD. Instead of pressing H to go in and open your hero info and pretty much go to daily or achievements or whatever it's under, it's right on your HUD now, so you can just click it, it drops down and it's right there. I'll be showing you all that here in a little bit, but anyway, I'll give you a little synopsis of what it all basically said on the Guild Wars 2 site, kind of a little backstory of the Fire and Ice story. Basically, it says the sky falls and the ground shakes in the lands of the north. Char and Norn refugees crawl from the wreckage of their homes in the Wayfarer foothills, which is the home of the Norns, and Diasa Plateau, which is the home of the Char. Struggling to find shelter in the south, the call goes out to volunteers to assist victims in this time of need when earth and sky seem to have become the enemy. Oh, it's Flaming Frost, my bad. But anyway, pretty much what that added to the game was there's little refugee camps all over the world of Tyria. You can pretty much see them in the fire and ice type areas. There be like little signs you can repair, wounded refugees you can help, and it'll go towards your monthly stuff. It'll go towards your daily stuff sometimes if you're healing somebody. It all depends on what different things it is and what your daily is to be. It changes every day, so they really change that up too. Instead of gathering, killing, kill variety, all that different stuff, now you can do stuff such as kill veterans and all that different stuff. But I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But it says Flame and Frost is a prelude. Prelude is a prologue to a multi-stage narrative that will bring big changes in Guild Wars 2 in the months to come. Now, I don't know if that's going to be, how many months that's going to be. Right now, it's just the refugee camps. I don't know how that's going to change or what that's going to affect, but apparently this is supposed to add to the map and change areas of the map, so it's a very dynamic type of event where it's going to affect the world, as where Lost Shores really didn't affect much. It affected a little bit of Lion's Arc and added a new island that you can go to by boat to Lion's, or from Lion's Arc to the Lost Shore island or whatever it's called. It really didn't change much in the world, but apparently this is supposed to change all over in the Norn and Char areas, so I don't know what it's going to change, but we'll see what that is. Basically, two things they noted were, we changed the formula for how attributes are calculated when the dynamic leveling adjustment system scales you down. So basically, when you go into new areas, if you're I'm level 79, if I go into beginner Char areas, it'll scale you down to the level there. Basically, they made it more balanced, so you're not getting your ass kicked every couple seconds for just trying to do beginner stuff when you're like level 79. They also made it better for returning to lower level zones, doing the events and doing stuff that you missed. So they really took pretty much the criticism from the fans of the game and were like, we gotta fix this. So good on you guys. The second thing that they noted were they also changed the formula for how rewards are calculated when scaled down to make it more rewarding for high-level players to visit low-level areas. So basically, if you're high-level and you visit low-level areas, you're still going to get rewards for being your level, but they're not going to be like top tier items or anything like that. So it's still good that you're going to get items for your level, because in my personal experience, being like level 60, doing beginner areas for the Sylvari, you know, doing a heart quest or something, the rewards were like level 10, 15, 20, some items, and they were useless to me. So I'm glad to see that they actually changed that. And if you guys keep seeing me look up this side, I'm reading all this because this is a lot to talk about. Basically, they said the goal is to more accurately reflect the attributes you should have at that level for a similarly geared character. I apologize for reading that so weird. While this will make some areas harder, our goal is to make all areas of Guild Wars 2 exciting and more fun for players of any level, including new players. So they're trying to draw in a bigger audience, which I think is awesome of them to do. Also, they still have the guesting thing on. If you want to bring in your friends for, I think it's like a certain amount of time, to try to entice them to buy the game, which I've stated previously, get as many people as you can to buy this game, because this game is still amazing. But anyway, we also want players of all levels to feel that their time is well spent and rewarding in any map they go to. So I don't know what that means. I guess for filling in 100% of a certain area, the rewards are better. I haven't done it since they updated, so I'm hoping the rewards are better. The experience was always really nice for doing that. It's a really good way to level if you can get to everything. And they closed it out with, in 2013, one of our main goals is to add more content to maps of all levels, as well as stronger reward structures for all players across all locations across the world. This will give us a strong structure of experiences, challenges, and rewards that are balanced for players of any levels and any part of the map, and help to make social experiences of playing the game anywhere in our game more enjoyable. So basically, they want to open it up to everybody. They want people to feel that their time spent in the game is more rewarding than just go here, go there, get this, get that. It's not one of those grindy type games where kill so many of this or acquire so many of this item. Yeah, there's events where you gotta go and do shit like that, but it's not every quest. Like, I've played games where it's like, go get 10 sticks, go kill 20 golems or some shit like that. Like, it's not like that. So anybody that's played this knows that already. Now, basically, I took, I think, about 10 screenshots of some of the new stuff in the game. I'm basically just going to show them and talk over them. So, yeah, let's do that right now. Okay, in this first screenshot, what you'll see up in the top corner, where the red arrow is pointing, it shows the daily. On the HUD now, it drops down, and it'll actually show you each individual thing you have to do for that daily. Also, if you hover over it, it'll tell you how many you have to do. As you can see in this screenshot, it wants you to kill veterans. It basically wants you to heal people. It wants you to go underwater and kill things. It wants you to harvest, and it wants you to do events. Which is pretty cool because they're changing it up. They're keeping it fresh every time something, like every day goes by, something fresh is on that list. It's never the same thing 2 days in a row. Now, granted, you will have to do events and gather practically every day, but I think the top 3 are always different, so that's a good thing. In this next screenshot, you'll see how they attribute it for your attributes on each of your characters. They show you how it's calculated and what contributes to what and what percentages you have and different stuff like that. I haven't really gone into detail with exploring this new feature myself, so I can't really say much about it, but it's there if people want to go and check it out. Basically, it just gives you all your attributes and tells you what it affects, what it does, and you know what it goes towards. They also added some new items to the Black Lion Trading Company. I only picked one because I didn't really notice anything too new. I noticed a couple things. This one really stuck out to me. It is the plush Quaggin backpack cover. You can see in the picture up in the top corner, it's what it looks like. It's just the backpack of a Quaggin. It goes for like 300 gems or whatever it's called. And as you can see in the bottom, no, that's the left, yeah, top right, bottom left, sorry, I don't know my directions today. Pretty much it's my Asura with it on her back. I think the size scale is for every character. I'm pretty sure for a Norn it's really, really big, but I don't really know that. So, anyway, moving on. In this next picture, you'll see a picture of Lion's Arc, basically pointing out two different things. The top one is a marker called a heroine. It is a marker that shows you, like, it pretty much, it's supposed to do with the refugees, but they aren't really doing much with it right now. It's just there on the map. You can talk to them and they'll give you a little bit of information, kind of just a little bit of a backstory why the refugees are there and telling you, hey, go here and go help them and stuff like that. But other than that, it's not anything too special. Now, as you can see, that bottom arrow points to something that kind of looks like a wreath. This is something I really wanted to talk about. This is one of the new currencies in the game. Generally you have gold, copper, silver, and you have, which is your basic currency, and then you have gems, which are for buying stuff on the Black Lion Trading Company. You have karma, which you can buy like cultural armor and all this different stuff. And they added a new one called laurels. Laurels are basically one of the new rewards you get from doing the dailies. Generally, in the past, when you didn't have the laurels, when you completed the dailies, you got a jug of karma, which gave you, I think, 15,000 some karma or 7,500, something like that, in that ballpark or whatever. But now, when you complete your dailies, you get one laurel for every day you complete your dailies completely. And there's a merchant that sells various types of different stuff. And in the next picture, you will see the merchant. This is just one of many merchants. I think they're in every hometown. Radisson, Lion's Arc, Holbrecht, all them different places. I believe there's a Laurel merchant there. I believe there's Laurel merchants elsewhere in the world, but I'm not exactly sure where they are. They sell a variety of really, really good stuff. Some of the stuff goes as high as 100 Laurel. And I think the lowest is like 3 or 5 or something like that. But I'll show you the list of some of the stuff that you can get. Basically, as I said, the highest it goes is 100 laurel. You can get stuff, various stuff such as tonics. You can get armor like gear and different shit. You can get unidentified dyes to change the color of your stuff. You can get a bunch of different stuff. So that is the first bag. The second bag is the pink. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I think it's like legendary or something like that. I can't really remember. Excuse me if I'm wrong. Or no, it's alkalite or what is that? Ascended. That's what it's called. Ascended. This is where you can get ascended gear stuff here. You can get like I believe weapons. There's jewels and different stuff such as like necklaces and different stuff like that. And in this third screenshot, basically this is world versus world stuff. People who do the PvP end of Guild Wars 2, which I don't take part in because I'm not a huge fan of PvP, but PvP stuff is there. You can get trebuchet blueprints, you can get catapult blueprints, ballista, all kinds of different blueprints for world versus world. If you're into that kind of stuff, like I said, I myself am not into that. Neither are my friends that really play. But it's there if you want it. Just saying. And basically they also have your one-time purchases where you can get your starter kits basically for crafting and different stuff like that. They help you craft. They have Huntsman starter kits, Chef, Artifactor, all that different stuff. So if you're looking to start crafting but you really don't have a firm grasp on what you need or what you need to do your dailies, get your laurels, and go get your one-time purchases of all that different shit. And you can also sell stuff with these guys and different stuff like that. Now basically this last screenshot pretty much just showcases what the laurel looks like and pretty much what you get after you complete your dailies. You get a Mystic Coin for the Mystic Forge. You still get your Jug of Karma. You get 1 Laurel. You get money, and you get experience. So it all ties together relatively well for what you get from doing your dailies. So I advise everybody, start doing your dailies, get your laurels, get some shit. One of the things I'm interested in is you can get pets from spending, I think it's like 35 or 50 laurel. One's a cat, I think one's a dog. I can't really remember. I'm aiming for the cat. I like cats. So anyway, let's move on from these screenshots. Alright, so another thing that I wanted to note is when you boot up the game, right now they're talking about having a mandatory password change happening February 7th. Basically, the article states that account security is very important to us. As ArenaNet president Mike O'Brien mentioned, this article is about network account security, in case you are wondering. One of the ways we want to protect your account is by creating a blacklist of passwords that have been used in the past by hackers to scan for accounts. As this blacklist has been very successful for protecting newly created accounts, we have asked all our existing customers to please change their password. This is mandatory. In fact, for those customers with passwords chosen before the introduction of blacklisting, we have displayed a red banner in the launcher for the past 3 months encouraging but not requiring a password change. Starting on February 7, 2013, we will change it to a required. So, like I said, mandatory. You got to do it. Thus, if you're still using the same password that was chosen before the introduction of password blacklisting on September 12, 2012, you will need to choose a new password. Of course, there is no advantage in waiting till February 7th. If you have an older password, please visit the account management and change it today. I haven't done it myself yet. I need to get off my ass and do it, so I'll probably do it here in a little bit. Basically, if you have an older password, please visit with account management site and change it. When you change your password, the system won't allow you to pick your previous password or any password that we've seen tested against any existing or non-existing account. Thus, after changing your password, you'll be confident that your new password is unique within Guild Wars 2. However, your password only stays unique if you don't use it for other games and websites. So please, if you value the security of your account, use your password exclusively and only for Guild Wars 2. So if you have a password of something you've used all your life, say something like Cookie Monster 74 or something like that, and use it for everything, don't use it for Guild Wars 2. Pick a unique password, write it down. I have a book where I write all my stuff. Get a notebook, write it down, and keep it hidden from anybody. Basically, make only a new password just for this. Don't do it for everything, because hackers can get any shit that they want. If they get this password and you use it for everything, they're going to get into everything. You use Facebook, Twitter, whatever, they can get into that shit. So, one time only, use it just for this, and that's it alone. Basically, it goes on to say, we will roll out the mandatory password change over time, so you might not be asked immediately on February 7th to change yours. So they're not going to hassle you, but you're eventually going to have to do it. So why not just go ahead and get it out of the way, basically, is what they're trying to say. Regardless, now is a good time to choose a new unique password. And it goes on to say further, if you have trouble thinking of a unique password now that millions of possible passwords are blacklisted, we'll advise you to build a password out of 4 random words as shown in the comic strip. Use a password like correct horse battery staple. Okay, that's weird. As the comic strip circulates. Even if everyone selects their words from the same 2,000 most common words, that's still 6 trillion possible passwords. I don't understand how that happens. So basically, keep it secret, keep it safe. Keep it from anybody, and your game will be fine. Another thing that I wanted to talk about when I was perusing through the Guild Wars 2 website for the update, there is a little box at the top that says February 2013. As everybody knows, February is Valentine's Day, basically. Although I don't really give two shits about Valentine's Day. But, basically, my guts are telling me they're going to do something for Valentine's Day. I just don't know what it's going to be. There's really, like, not any word on what it's going to be. But, hey, once I find something out, you guys will be the first people to know. Assuming that it has to do with the fire or flame and ice or whatever, it might progress that. It might progress it and have something to do with Valentine's Day. It might be both. It could be a whole month thing. I don't really know. Like I said, I'll let you guys know the info about all that shit when it comes out. Now, if you thought I was only going to talk about Guild Wars 2, I have 2 more pieces of information that are non-Guild Wars related. So I'll just talk about these real quick. On February 20th, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen this already. Sony's going to show off the future of Sony. Basically, we're all hoping it's the PlayStation 4. I myself am hoping that it is the PlayStation 4. But, in all honesty, I don't think it'll be the PS4. But, hey, I've been wrong in the past, so you can't really quote me on that. But, only time can tell. I mean, you know, like I said, we're all looking forward to it. We all hope it is, but we'll just have to wait and see. And I'll probably talk about that after that happens. I'll find out more information about that and let you guys know. If people don't really know, IGN, Kotaku, Joystick, Giant Bomb, all these people have been talking about February 20th about this event that's going to be going on. But I don't think it is going to be the PlayStation 4 simply because I remember reading something saying that, hey, we're going to let Xbox showcase their new console before we unveil the PlayStation 4. So, you know, whether Sony was bullshitting, we don't know. So we'll find out. And basically, the last thing I want to talk about is kind of some sad news that kind of disappointed me, but then again, I, you know, understand the reason for doing this. Pretty much it probably put a damper on anybody's week. To anybody who ordered Grand Theft Auto 5 and was expecting it in March, like all the propaganda was showing, well, now you're going to be able to get it September 17th, 2013. But the reason that they delayed the game is a good one. I found the reason behind doing it justified in a quote that I found on Rockstar's website that stated, and I quote, literally, the only reason we delayed the release is because we want the game to be as good as it needs to be. It still needs polish. In the time it would take to make the game amazing on launch day in March, it wouldn't be up to par with ours and fans' expectations. We hope everyone understands and is still looking forward to the game. Apologies, Rockstar. Fine by me. If they want to polish the game and make it 100 times better than anything they've made, go for it. I mean, I myself am shelling out $63 some, you know, $60 some plus tax, like 63 some, as well as everybody else, unless somebody somewhere is getting like a special edition somewhere, whatever. Everybody's shelling out money for this game because, let's face it, Rockstar puts out good content. Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 3, Bully, all those games, amazing games. Even L.A. Noire, I didn't really care for it, but it's still a good game nonetheless. So, to all the people bitching and whining, just let me ask, Rockstar makes amazing games, right? Exactly. So, shut up and let them do their thing, and just wait until September for the masterpiece we all know it's going to end up being. But, yeah, that concludes the video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of our other videos. There's multiple videos going up. There will be more Mad Father coming Monday. Tomorrow is an off day for me. But other than that, you guys have a good day. Later.